But moving on slightly from Man United, because there are other teams and we've got the game starting soon. Who watched the Tottenham game?
I did.
Archie's right there.
Archie's here. Hello, you all right? What's the matter? Hello, son. Right, cool. Sorry, Brandon, you hear us? What are you going to say, Brandon? Then we'll go on to Archie.
Yeah, no, just real quick, because obviously this relates to Man United, but I'm gonna reserve my energy a little bit until after the game. But it's ironic, really, because Man United fans were talking about how poor their start to the season's been. Obviously, since you got rid of Ten Hag, you've seen a little bit of an upturn in form. But it's ironic to me how Man United fans are disgusted with the way that their season started. Yet you've got Arsenal fans out here still defending what Mikel Arteta and what Arsenal are doing. Yet, if we lose this game today, Manchester United will be 3 points behind us. Let that sink in, guys. Man United, 3 points behind Arsenal after 11 games. We better win today, Tel. We better win today.
Listen, you guys have got to win today for your title race. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. But look, it's not been a great start from you guys. And I think most Arsenal fans have called that out. That there's no doubt about it. Archie, what went wrong with Tottenham today, bruv? You beat City, you smashed up Villa, but today a team with no wins comes to your stadium and dunks on you.
Yeah, I mean, it's typical Spurs, isn't it? What we see all the time just before international break, we always going to lose to a team that we should be beating. I don't know, mate. Just some of these players, definitely, I just find it frustrating. I think, players like Dragusin today, just comical defending, and I think I've got to say, like, as much as I love Ange, he does frustrate me. Some of the starting lineup, like, even though he scored the goal today, Bentancur wasn't great. He wasn't great in the last couple of games. I thought when Basuma came on against Villa, we were much better. We see, again in the second half, that recovery. I'm questioning some of his, choices, starting lineup choices. I appreciate that some of the players are injured. Some players have just recently come back from injuries. But at the same time, he's like, again, he does substitutions and he waits like too long, I think, sometimes to change. Like first half was abysmal. And I really, at halftime, I would have expected some kind of change, some kind of to reinvigorate the performance. And I was shocked that, we started the second half with exactly the same players and ineffective players. And, we've got like a couple of players in there that just frustrate the hell out of me. Again, Werner, the guy's fair enough. He's got pace, but he's got nothing else. Every now and then he might get a goal. He might create a chance for someone, but it's just so far and in between. It's just like when we rely on these kind of players to come on and change a game, we've got no game changers and we've got no real, James Maddison was supposed to be our creative outlet. And when, we know he's going through a shit patch at the moment. He's been abysmal lately, probably most of this season so far. And we haven't really got that sort of creativity. If Johnson is on his day, if Son is on his day, if Solanke is on his day, like today, towards the end of the game, Solanke missed an incredible chance. He should have buried that. If we had someone like Harry Kane or someone like that, that's a goal. If, Son is probably in that chance, it's a goal. So I don't know. I'm just really frustrated. And it's just, it's just same old again, and, I just want, like, I don't know what the answer is, Terry, because we got to get rid of someone like Levy to, get a proper spending chairman in.
It's all with ambition.
It is because you lack quality players, and
Exactly.
I take James Maddison as an example. James Maddison passes every single eye test, but he's at the elite end of the spectrum. I'm talking here. He's average. There's not enough goals and there's not enough assists. Now I know I've waxed lyrical today about Bruno Fernandes. When the whole team was poor because the manager shouldn't have been here, the coaching was poor. Of course, there's a regression in there. As soon as you see the team start to move the ball better, the structure better, the performances improve and the team overall, Bruno goes and throws in 6 goals and assists in a matter of 4 games. That's the kind of level of from an attacking midfield player. That's probably a little bit, that's over 100%. But, You need to be getting somewhere close to that. James Maddison, when was the last? Like, I only scored a free kick the other week, right? When you're already winning. But when was his last goal? Like in a Premier League game from open play? Where's the creativity? There's some great touches and turns. Not good enough. Brendan Johnson, he had that goal scoring streak. Brilliant. Overall, not good enough. You guys, I don't know how much you're paying him a week. What, £150,000 a week for Timo Werner? It's a madness, bruv. Like, it's the lack of quality in your squad, I think, that lets you down more than anything. But what exposes it is you have a manager that plays a high octane style of football where you relinquish space in behind, where the quality of a player is going to be exposed. And I think you're right. You need to buy better, in my opinion.
No, definitely. I mean, I can't fully criticize because we bought some decent players. Like Van de Ven is a fantastic, like he's a really, really good. It's a step in the right direction. That sort of player. But we still got Ben Davies, who was playing in midfield against Galatasaray. Do you know what I mean? Like when Van de Ven gets injured, that's it. It's like it's no surprise that all the games that we lose and we've lost and where we've been we've been defensive. We are every now and then defensively suspect anyway, consistently suspect. But when players like Van de Ven gets injured, we've got no real backup. We then have to rely on like absolute deadwoods, like Ben Davies and Dragusin today. It's just absolute joke. He was a joke in midweek as well against Galatasaray. I mean, I don't know, and he was supposed to be a really decent signing. But he spent most of his time sitting on the bench, not getting much game time. And I don't know if that's made him regress. I don't know. I don't know. But we definitely we should be going out there and getting, we got some really, really good players in that team, and we need to supplement that with equal quality or players that are going to take us even further forward. Otherwise, we're just going to keep going around in circles. We'll have a couple of decent seasons maybe where we're pushing top 4 or whatever, which is, it's not supposedly what Spurs is aiming for. Supposedly, we're aiming to win things. That's what Ange keeps coming out and saying. But then actions speak louder than words. And I don't really see the action of, it's going to be interesting to see what we do in January. But I said, like, when we bought Van de Ven, we needed another top defender in case, because, either one of the first choice defenders goes out, we've got nothing to come in.
I agree with that. Steve's got a question for you.
Why do you love Ange?
Why do I love Ange? I don't. Well, when it works, the quality. Compared to Conte and Jose Mourinho, what we had, that kind of negative kind of play, it is easier on the eye. But days like today, if we gave it all, if we played really, really well, and let's be honest, like Ipswich, obviously we're going to be up for it because they're, fighting for their lives down there at the bottom of the table. Whenever you come across those sort of teams, they're always, after big, scalps, they bring their best game.
Especially with the way they play.
Yeah.
You don't look to just
I hear you. Yeah. I hear you on that, Orchie.